Hello peeps, Struggle here, bringing you the first season of the Drone Wars competition. This in fact is the entire competition. I squeezed it down from 3 hours something into this format. You let me know in the comments if you like having the entire thing in one go. You know, grab some popcorn and just watch. Or if you'd actually prefer it in more smaller videos, you know, fight per fight. So yeah, let me know in the comments. Here we go. We are live, right?
Yes, sir, we are live.
Okay. So first of all, I'd like to excuse our delay. We just had server, prep work to do. We are going to do that hopefully better in the future. So anyway, welcome to the Drone Wars competition. I am just going to spawn in the first rec par in a second. For now, we are doing a double elimination tournament because we have an unequal amount of contenders. So yeah, we are going to start with Arintone versus Galactus X31. So let me quickly spawn stuff in. Now still, what all of the participants kind of did not think of is activating the AI of their drones after they got docked. So I hope you're right with just Starship AI. We are able to activate all the docked entities, but I'm not sure yet.
I may have to do it for individual docked entities.
There is a command to activate all of them, because the thing is, like in this station, the drones, they actually don't have weapons on their own. They only use turrets.
Yeah, they should. The turrets should function. If they don't, we can reset and try it again. I wouldn't mind.
Oh, I like he's got a little floated display text over the door over here. Built by Galacticus. That's groovy.
The thing is, with his drone rack, it's not even set up to react to the button press. You still have to make some connections in the logics to actually release all the drones. We really have to make sure that people actually know what their job is and what our job's going to be in the future.
Yep, no, that would help. And then Mayphaser and I are the live cameramen. I know you're recording, but I guess you and Dell are going to have to hit the buttons, you know what I mean, to launch.
I don't think it has any built-in weapon systems, but I'm going to start activating this in 3, 2, 1. Set to pirates. I'm going to go ahead and activate the drone release mechanism, maybe.
This is the test run here, right? Because y'all are... It's it's ramming the other one. That's hilarious. What is it doing? Up.
Oh dear God.
Oh dear God.
You should release the drones, man.
I tried.
It's the collisions. Them ramming each other with collisions is kind of what the issue was there.
Okay, so let's select one of the drones there. That drone is not factioned. They are all still unfactioned, not fighting each other. Just the stations fight each other.
Oh, they're fighting.
Plan was to remove the wrecks. To get underway here. Because the wrecks also create targets.
Oh my God. They're gonna kill me.
Okay, there was a little collision lag at the beginning from that test run.
I have no idea where my ship went. There it is.
The logic and launch mechanisms in Galacticus' drone bay are simple, but elegant. They do the job. Next time, racks should definitely be stationed so they can't attack. We're learning important lessons for Season 2.
I agree. So it looks like all of the drones on both sides have decided to begin engaging the Soul Pirate, which would be the Galacticus drone rack.
But the drones attached to the rack weren't pirated, I see.
I
like the
really
effect.
like that, actually.
Yeah.
So, are we going to do judgments already?
We can judge the individual drones as we go.
Now, the thing is with my judgments that I actually don't want to step on anyone's toes, but I have to be realistic. So I will just give out a judgment itself, like the number. But if someone wants to ask me why and how, basically why I judge this way, I wrote down all the reasoning for some of the notes, because I guess some people really would like to know. So this rack, systems wise, is a 2 out of 10.
I can kind of see why. Aesthetically, I'd have to go ahead and say approximately about a 6. It's different. It does things that haven't been seen before, and generally speaking, I mean, for the amount of mass that went into some of these things, that's not bad. Definitely like to see a little more wedges in certain areas. I know they're going for a particular aesthetic, but no excuse to not use wedges. Especially with all these nice spinny bits, and the spinny bits are cool too. That just looks so dope.
It's a
Fleet of
very
spinning
nice
drones.
effect. It's a very nice effect, yeah. Definitely.
I also noted down that this definitely was built for visual pleasure and not combat.
It's an important part. Stun your enemy. Stun your enemy. So the rack itself looked very complicated, and I'm sure some of that's towards another build that is not complete yet. For the purposes here, though, I was a little, I thought a lot more was going to happen with it. I thought maybe we had some rail on rail, and it was going to slingshot the drones out the bottom very, very rapidly, rather than lowering them to the end of the tube and then releasing them to fly out on their own accord. So I mean, in regard to rails and logic, I came in a little lower. Now, obviously, the spinny bits here also affect my scoring. So I think I'm at about a 6 on this particular Rex functionality.
So these drones actually got a 7 out of 10 from me, systems wise. Yeah, well, they're pretty effective, systems wise. So, yeah, if you want to know any details, you better message me over starmadedoc.net and I'll gladly tell you my reasoning. I love the rack though. I really love the rack and the idea of just, these things. It's like going out like a flower. I really like that one.
If we were judging on the rack alone, I'd give the rack an 8 out of 10. The drones, though, I can see where a lot of sacrifices were made aesthetically to save for combat systems, and I mean, they are drones, and at the same token too, I can appreciate the fact that they they're not squares. They're nice angular shapes. I'm a little bit confused as to why they didn't use tetras at the very end corners. I mean, an effort was definitely made, but I'm gonna go ahead and have to say that these are gonna be about a 5 out of 10. And the only reason that they're even up that high is simply because there was definitely attention paid, however little, which is kind of rare for a shape like this. So, not bad. I would like to see, systems this effective in something that maybe had a little more flair to it.
Now, in regard to the functionality, the logic, and the launch mechanisms, while they're very simple here, there wasn't complication that led me to believe something greater was going to occur. They just attach. And obviously I have to take the flair and the mechanics and the logic of the pretty glowy engines that toggle off and on, the doors that swing open, and the deployment. Again, while it's simple, it's very eloquent, and my scoring actually comes in a little bit higher than the Manthanoian.
So, what is your scoring?
I rated this one a 7.
Oh, okay.
Considering the rank, I'd say that's definitely an amenable score. Now, for the part we're all waiting for, gentlemen, make sure you're cloaked.
Phaser, which group would you like? Would you like the Galacticus or the Menth? Which one are you closer to currently?
I'm closer to the pyramids, so
Okay, I'll head over to the Menth. That's fine.
Yeah,
I'll take Pirate. I will take Pirates.
So, you guys are ready? Ready for the first round?
Almost. Let me get over here behind the Menth, which definitely has greater numbers but more exposed systems. So I'm kind of wondering if Galacticus will take it, but we shall see.
Yeah, so whom would you bet on? Like, everyone.
I'm leaning towards betting on Galacticus because, well, he's got the motherboard and he's got less drones. He doesn't have directly exposed systems.
I'm gonna have to concur with that as well. Just
Yeah.
the sheer, and also as I recall from that pre-fight, I think they have missiles.
The Scorpions for betting the Scorpions that you're looking at on my screen right now are going to be the Menth and Noean. I don't know if I'm even pronouncing that right, but that's a
Close
1
enough.
for the betting. And the Galacticus are the pyramids that you see over there, which is probably closer on Phaser's camera view. And those are the 0s for the bets. So go ahead and get in your bets. That's last call for bets, and we will close the betting for those that are regulars in the channel and want to make those toast bets. As well, if you don't have the multi-link for Phaser's secondary camera view, let me throw that back up really quick. Or Phaser will get himself, that works.
You guys give me a count whenever you're ready.
Drek, do you want to do an official countdown for the match here?
Shall we? Are you ready to rumble?
On that note, I will go ahead and close the bets. I hope you guys got your bets in. Battle, I believe you did that bet backwards. The 0 needs to come before the amount you're betting, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it does.
Ready? Fire him up.
Alright, peace is false. Missiles already flying like just, oh my god. No chill.
The Manths don't appear to know what to do. Pyramids definitely seem to... I'm seeing a lot of destruction on the Manths. They're
Got
kind
some
of just...
overheating already.
Nope. I don't know. Are the Galacticus drones even taking hits?
Yeah, they
very
get
few.
they get hit. Like, I see shield damage, but nothing major.
I'm just seeing chunks flying everywhere here on these
Yeah.
other ones. And definitely
Yeah.
all systems active from the looks of things.
They're definitely firing. And getting blown
like
to
it's-
pieces.
Have any of the Galacticus even been taken down yet, or taken like damage beyond shields?
I don't know.
I see multiple overheating Manths by the look of it.
Oh, just FYI, I did sec the sector to no enter, no exit.
Awesome, awesome. That is very wise.
Like, the drones I can target from Galactus, they only got shield damage, so... If
They did on
any...
the order of 15,000 shields versus 5.4. Oh my god. I just watched one of the Scorpion drones here get completely torn to pieces.
Try and get in closer on one of these Scorpions over here. Its shields are already down. Its armor and structure are decimated.
Oh my god.
As I'm trying to close in on it, it's just losing bits.
Once they pick what they want to destroy, they don't mess around.
Absolutely, absolutely. But that's their job, right?
Yeah, those Galacticus pyramid drones are just very effective, man.
Absolutely, yeah. They're wrecking them.
That floated cannon in the middle of the Manth drones, I mean, again, it looked very cool, but it was just all exposed mechanics.
Yep. The one I'm looking at also has no gun anymore, so it's basically just a question of time until they, you know.
And now, in relation to the systems on the Galacticus drones, were those long-range beams? Were there effect or secondaries on the beams?
I think they have either, I don't know, like other secondary effects. Wait, I need to check my files.
It's alright. I mean, we could obviously we'll rehash a little bit after the match there, right?
Yep. Yep.
It's those missiles that make all the difference. I'm interested to see how they're going to fare against drones with.
Whoa! I just was right next to one of the drones when a huge missile volley hit it and like blew it to pieces. Oh god. So, I think, sorry to say it already, but I think nothing's gonna make the other side turn that around anymore. So,
Yeah, they've been completely decimated.
We have a winner here, so Galactus takes the first match. Congratulations.
As one more of those drones gets just smashed by missiles. Oh.
Yes, I do believe it is absolutely safe to call it. Because I'm now seeing multiple of the Galacticus drones teaming up against the Manths, and more Manths are just being overheated. I don't know if a single Galacticus drone has even been... Looking through my nav here, I'm not seeing a single Galacticus drone that has been taken out. I'm going to go ahead and start
clearing the sector. I think that was a definitive victory.
Oh yes.
So the first one is from Kikaha. And then I'll...
Oh, it's even a billboard. Look at that.
And the second one was submitted by Sergeant Schwisky. Or SGT, I guess Sergeant, right? So,
it looks like he's actually going to be pushing them out. That's going to be cool.
Yep.
Can't say much for the rack, but let me tell you what, the drones, that...
For Xanth or for...
I'm starting with Xanth here, just in the order in which they are received.
Protoss.
You know which one Xanth is? Yeah, it's written on it.
it's the one that's a glowing billboard that says Xanth Industries.
So it's definitely, I like them. I mean, I know it's real simple and clean, but they managed to cover just about everything up. They did pay attention to the thruster orientation and stuff like that. And honestly, I think, whereas as an individual drone, it doesn't hold up very well aesthetically, when you put them all together and mount them like this, they look like a piece of something larger, which for a drone is really good. I would go ahead and rate this one a solid 7. Really, really well done. Just as far as suggestions for improvement, I'd like to see a little more variation, rather than just a couple stripes. Maybe, an intake or a sticky outy bed or, an antenna or something like that. But for what they are, not bad. Not bad at all. Solid 7.
In regard to functionality of design, I mean, once again, like the Galacticus rack previously, the launch mechanism itself is very simple. But simple's good. There's only one button for us to deal with here. And then beyond that, unlike, while Galacticus had a bunch of flair and extra parts that did things and affected my scoring, here they've actually used an effect in push beam. Again, I don't even need to see the release demonstrated. I can tell these things are going to go flying off. And so when they're initially deployed, they're going to have much better spread against the enemy than we saw in the last tournament, right? They're going to be spread out. Now, how that'll factor in, I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, so remember the old Star Trek TOS shuttle? I'm getting that vibe meets, like, early StarCraft.
You should maybe pay attention to the name of this wreck.
Oh yeah, Protoss.
It looks the part. It certainly looks the part.
It does. For being Protoss, it is. It definitely meets the part. not bad. I'm not a huge fan of things that are this symmetrical. It's kind of it's the same distance and looks like in the both fore and the back and the aft rather. Not horrible.
No, not exactly the same, is it?
It's got, I think, 1 or 2 extras in the front rather than the back.
Well, also the front's armored, the back's not, so...
Oh, look at that. That's it's got advanced armor in the front and then...
And these blue shiny things. And in the back we just have the thruster thingies. So, yeah.
You know...
Interesting choice.
Not bad. I mean, it's very simple, but not bad. I'd throw that one up there with a 6, to be honest. I wish there was a little more. You've got all these blocks here. You could throw in some pentas, tetras, slabs, that sort of thing. I think I only see a couple of tetras on there. You could really kind of smooth these out a good bit, or add some, vent-looking things elsewhere, or just generally add a couple more bits without even really taking or adding to the mass or dimension of the ship itself. So not bad, but once again, you could do more with the space you had without compromising your system integrity. Although bonus points, honestly, that almost pushes it up to a 7. Bonus points for armoring just the front and not the back. I don't think I've actually seen that before. Really, really, really neat idea. So well done there. But solid 6.
Okay. Borst, you did your rating already?
Yes, I'm also at a solid 6. Again, the design's simple, it's eloquent, and again, my scoring might be a little bit affected once we see the two actually release. I feel very confident that I can make the judgment now. We have no effects, we have no moving bits, we have no added doodahs, as we've seen, as we've seen in the last couple. But I think it'll be effective. I think it'll get better spread. I'm really interested in where this match is going to go, because I feel like we're going to see better spread and starting position from both sides than we did in the last round. And that'll influence things, obviously. I think the Manths had some collision issues within their own fleet when the last round started. So here, I'm coming in at a solid 6. I'm scoring it the same as the Manth, but just below where Galacticus and Xanth have come in. And I don't believe that those will change when I actually see the releases happen from both sides. But yeah, that's about where I'm sitting for the time being.
Okay, so the Protoss rack gets a 7 out of 10 system-wise from me, because it's really nicely balanced out. As I said previously, if you want to know the details of my judgment, just send me a message over starmade.net. And Xanthras is a 3 out of 10 from my side. So I think we should head over, and you guys at least at least Dalmond. Did you
deploy this rack?
Oh,
I am on the Protoss rack and ready to witness its deployment.
let's not miss that.
Wow.
So maybe the spread isn't necessarily better. Like I said, they are slowly drifting towards the Xanth, though.
Well, I mean, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the launch button on the Xanth.
Look forward to seeing it. Yes, sir.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, the push beams appear to have fired too early. Did the push beams actually fire when it was still docked and thus go through it and not actually affect the spread? Is that what I just saw?
No, I definitely got the hit message in the core. They definitely hit the drones. However,
Okay, so they spaced them out a little, or?
Well, it spaced them out a little, but the difference was extremely minimal.
Yeah.
I might have to rate that back down. A little bit, just because it did not do what I expected. Like I said, I had to actually see it happen to call the final judgment. And whenever you guys want to do a countdown or do this, I believe we are
No,
ready.
we are just go.
Engage.
Oh, damn.
Oh, wow.
Oh, damn.
Now, the interesting part about this match is that Xan's drones don't have any shield but advanced armor all the way.
Oh wow.
And
4,000 or so.
and the
Like they took
Protoss
some big hits right away.
and the Protoss, they have shields, like, yeah, and even the fastest replenishing of all drones in the tournament. So he was true to the name. Protoss do shields. I love the idea though.
May have picked the wrong Xanth drone to follow from the beginning of the match here. I saw the Xanths take some big hits right away, and this guy seems to be doing okay. He's keeping his distance, this drone.
I'm seeing a lot of, believe it or not, I'm seeing a lot of damage on the Protoss up here, at least this one. But it's just chewing. Oof. My preemptive guesstimation is that we're gonna have to give it to the Protoss.
That was my thought.
I don't think that at this point, I don't think you can argue with shields in this game. Not yet, anyway. And the unfortunate thing is the AI can't use passive effects like the armor hardening. I think that would eventually make a hell of a difference.
I lost that Xanth drone. I don't know where he went off to. Right in the sector edge was tough there.
I mean, the others use advanced armor. Ah, no, we got some overheating sand drones already. But, I didn't figure it was so quick, you know?
I mean, the Xanth appeared to be a crowd favorite based on the betting, and so to see the Protoss decimating them, I mean, this is kind of reminiscent of last match in regard to how well the Galacticus wreck fared against the Manth wreck.
Oh, I see some beautiful missile hits on a sand drone, and they really take them apart. Yeah, those missiles hit hard.
I think the other thing worth mentioning is that the missiles seem to be the weapon to use when engaging at a smaller scale. It's the hard part is, like, how do you balance that? The first guy who puts drones or drone AMS on is going to be overwhelming.
Yeah, and that's also what I wondered, like, what people actually should have done is have a few drones dedicated to fighting and then just put one drone in that basically cuts down any incoming missiles. I mean, nobody did that. And I was like, why? Like, I mean, I kind of forced people to think about different kind of drones, but nobody got that idea.
And Mike the Mad Kiwi, thank you for your host, sir. It is greatly appreciated.
Oh man, that one Xanth drone, there's about 5 of those Protosses just all launching missiles at him.
Yeah.
I just
bam.
saw him take a few hits. He's off in the distance, but that was something.
So, I see
This match result is not what I expected, you know.
the Protoss, some of them even have full shields, so I guess we have a clear winner here.
It definitely appears that, like the last match, this one is very decided. Well, I only see one
left,
Xanth
and
left.
it's gone.
It's gone. Yeah, that is definitively finished. And it doesn't look like a single Protoss was destroyed.
Wow. Dang it.
Someone bumped it.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, does he actually have 2 different kinds of drones?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They both look really good to me.
I really like these.
I knew you would.
And I like that he has 2 different... He has some variation to his fleet, and that's going to be interesting, because nobody else in the competition did that.
Yeah.
Looks like he also opted for the new non-physical rails.
Yep.
So, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it because I'm already I'm already quite enthralled here. Here's the tricky part. The forward drones on the front part of the rack, very solid 9, I'd say, out of 10. What brings the overall score down to an 8, though, is the fact that the ones in the back, it looks like a cricket bat. It's very, that narrow front just does not jive nearly as well as the drones up in the front. But that is, the drones in the front, a 9, combined score between the front and the back averages out to about an 8, I'd say. Excellent work. If I had to say, do one thing differently, it would be, don't be afraid to use the wedges in place of some of those there, in some of the stepped areas, particularly in the back over the engines. It gets a little bit lumpy, so to put a bow on it, needs more wedges.
Okay, Horst, your judgment?
So I've got to factor in, again, very simple, no effects, no movie bits or anything like that. So far, Galacticus definitely has taken the cake. Well, I guess overall, Galacticus has taken the cake in design. I am curious about how the spread's going to work on these launch rails. Obviously, I don't know if that 1.5 second delay is going to be enough to not have collisions, or to put enough distance between the two groups. But for now, I'm coming in as a 6. Everyone in the tournament so far has come in around the same score, except Galacticus, which was just had that added edge because he put in the extra flair, the moving parts, he basically went the extra mile. Menth was close, but it didn't do anything I thought it was going to do, So yeah, I'm coming in at a 6.
Okay, are you going to launch them to see how they launch?
Lounge. Oh, that's sexy.
It does look pretty. It was the cleanest launch we saw of any of them.
That was dirty. Dirty. I liked it.
What was the name of this team, Drake?
That is Pecky 30.
Do you have any spelling for me on that?
I'm just going to go with P-A-C-K-I.
P-E-E-K-I-E 30.
Peaky, P-E-E-K-I-E?
Right.
Already. That was a very clean launch in spite of the simplicity of the mechanism. We'll have to give him that.
I am thoroughly satisfied with that launching mechanism.
So those drones got an 8 out of 10 from me. As I said before, if you want to hear my reasoning, write me on starmadedoc.net and I'll give it to you. I have to be fair not to reason anyone just because some people really did not score high and I don't want to bash on them.
Let me add the betting options and open up betting. Drek, who do you favor in the match, sir?
In this match, whom
Yes.
am I favoring? I think I'll favor Pecky.
I'm gonna have to second that.
And I gotta give it a third. We will have to see how the Galacticus drones pulled up while they dominated the Mance in the first round. This definitely looks like much stiffer competition.
I will say the one shaking factor is that we have seen that shields make all the difference. In the first few seconds is where things get decided, and sustained fire is what's going to make or break this. If the Packy drones can get off their weapons and do a significant amount of damage before the missiles start coming in from the Galactus drones, I got to give it to them. Otherwise, because they don't have a lot of shields, I think we're going to see an upset. Jack, on your call.
So, are we ready to rumble? Let's roll.
Oh man.
Well, some big hits happen against Peaky right away. They took a second to turn around. They kind of collided. The grouping wasn't good. I mean, Galacticus's launch mechanism is very effective for the shape and size, and it works very well for his drones. Looks like Peaky is taking some insane hits already.
Yeah, Peaky has taken hits, and some of his drones also have their shield. Yeah, they are taking structural damage.
Somebody's uncloaked there.
But some of them already recover.
That's good.
So this could become interesting. Oh, structural damage. Not good.
Seen a lot of structural damage on some of these Galactus drones too.
Just see missiles flying everywhere.
But
Definitely
then,
just saw Galacticus take a big hit.
yeah,
Some damage happened on one of his. This is a seems to be the best match yet in regard to.
it's a really close one, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, the pirates, I see a few ships with their shields already filling up again. Yep. So they
It would
took...
appear though that Peaky has lost a couple ships and Galacticus has yet to lose any.
True.
So he has a couple that are just totally damn it. They can take some damage. I'm impressed. This one appears to be sitting here doing nothing. But it is not overheating. Oh. It's still wow. How is this drone still not overheating? That is impressive. It's basically disabled as far as I can tell.
When Peaky's missile launchers hit, though, they are really like destroying stuff. I mean,
Absolutely. Like Galacticus's drones, man, they can absorb some damage. I mean, what's this
Yeah.
one on
I
my
mean,
screen is
15,000
absolutely. There we go. I see if Galacticus now overheating. That took a lot of work to make happen, though.
I think that what we're noticing here is that simply the ability to get those first missiles out, you know, and keep them going. I think that's what's changing it.
yep. So this looks like to be the longest fight we ever had here.
Yeah, definitely so far.
Yeah, I'm not willing to call this one until it's over. I see some red and I see some blue and I see a lot of green. Unfortunately, I don't think that there's enough firepower left.
I mean, it really. I think Galacticus has it. I think it's fair. I mean, we obviously need to let it play out, but I'm, you know, we were all wrong. It definitely looks like an upset, and Galacticus has
Yep. Yeah.
the match. In fact, I only see two Peaky ships, no, three Peaky ships left.
They're good ships, it's the shields.
They are good ships. They have really strong shields as well, but Peaky made them too less aggressive. So
Not just that, but the amount of damage I saw one of the Galacticus drones soak before it overheated. It was completely disabled, no weapons, just sitting there. But the point is that it was able to take some insane hits before it ever overheated, and so it was still sitting there drawing fire from the other drones that were still enabled, you know. And that was quite impressive.
okay, so I think we just see the last.
One left, and it's about to go.
Yeah.
It's about to go.
Oh,
It's actually It's tanking. I'm pretty surprised.
So winner of our.
There we go. It is gone now. That last Peaky drone is gone now.
So for the fourth match, this will be a loser brackets match between Arintone and Kikaha.
This is going to be an interesting match because I definitely am inclined to believe that the Manth drones here are the weakest, but the Xanth drones do have no shield. No shields.
So, what are your guys' bets on the outcome of this battle?
I'm very torn because the Manth have shields, and we've seen the dominance of shields in the tournament so far.
I'm leaning. I think I might give it to Xanth.
Yes, like all those exposed systems on the Manth fighters, even though there's more of them, and we just did not see a lot of effectiveness of the weapons payload in the first round. And I definitely thought originally that Xanth was going to perform better than they did. I think the Protoss was just a very tough competitor. So I do agree. I think I'm leaning towards Xanth, but I think it's going to be an interesting match.
It definitely will be. My bet, Xanth, just out of the belly.
So we're all with Xanth except for our backup cameraman, Phaser. Phaser, if you want to drop that multi-Twitch link in chat. And last call for bets, guys, for anyone interested in betting on this tournament. It looks like the audience is with Manth. They believe in those shields.
Alright, cool. Actually, I have to say I really enjoy that people are betting on those matches. Go ahead and make them fight.
I mean, once again, I see, just like the first round with Manth, I see almost no fire. Oh, nope, they are targeting one pretty heavy. So we are seeing a decent amount of fire, yeah.
That's really going to be interesting. Xanth's drones really can take the beating, like the advanced armor really does.
Yeah, we've got one over here that like we saw in the last round with Galactica's drones. This guy appears to be completely disabled, no thrust, no weapon systems, but not yet overheated, and soaking the fire of a substantial part of the enemy fleet, while the other Xanth drones continue to engage, and that appears to be a very strong point. I mean, it sucks that his systems are more or less disabled, or he's lost power, or I'm not sure what has caused that drone to be disabled, but it is still just soaking damage, and I think that's huge. The ability to absorb fire like that is huge.
You know, I am seeing a lot of these the missiles disappear. I think they're getting shot down.
That could be.
Manth did have some AMS on the front of their ships, I believe, so that could be huge. So far, we only have what was I seeing? One overheated Manth, no overheated Xanth.
I'm not sure if it's AMS. Because one of the turrets does seem to be shooting at the ship. Or was shooting at the ship.
I am watching a Xanth drone pretty much getting obliterated from different sides. I mean, but it takes so long to break through this armor. I see the same block taking hit and hit and hit and hit, and still not breaking.
Well, the Protoss did not seem to have much trouble breaking through that Xanth armor. I still think that the Manth's weapon systems are just
Woefully inadequate.
Yeah, inadequate for the competition. But in this match, they are slowly hammering away. Still only one overheat on the Manth side, nothing on the Xanth side. This is
Try holding down numpad 1, it makes the weapons fire a bit bigger. Into white cubes or something.
What?
Numpad 1.
Oh my! That's interesting.
You can kind of track where things are going.
That's really cool, yes. I hardly see Xanth's drones fire back.
Missed me, shut up. Yeah, it looked like, I think that's why the one I saw that was disabled earlier was disabled, is its reactors got shot out, and it couldn't do anything but sit there. But again, their ability to soak the damage.
This is really awesome, yeah. So advanced armor definitely has shows its power here.
We still only have one
Made the difference
overheat.
for the Protoss, too.
Yeah.
Though the decision to wrap them entirely in advanced, I guess, just makes them too heavy. Slowly but steadily, I think the pirates are taking them out.
You know, based on the location of the weapons for the Manth drones, They're getting shot at that center of mass, which is why those cannons are disappearing so quickly.
It would be pretty hilarious if we wound up with a stalemate in this round because they both just disabled each other completely and sat there. We do have a Xanth overheat. We have one Xanth overheat now, and one Menth overheat. This is kind of surprising.
This is a very, very close call. I didn't expect that.
No, I definitely did not expect this to go the way it is. I mean, I kind of feel like I see more disabled Xanth drones around the playing field than I do Menth, and the Menth will slowly.
I'm gonna have to agree with that, and I can see this one here. You know what's really scary about this? If you look, there's one kind of in the middle getting just annihilated right now from all angles. If you look and see the spaces where he had exposed systems that lead to the inside are just getting decimated.
On the other hand, I see here one of Arintone's drones, like the pirates, and it is recovering shield. Like, yeah, it's down to 60% armor damage, and it's down to 81% structure, but it's recovering shields. It's 20% already, so... and it's still firing.
I'm now seeing the Xanth drone that Dal was talking about, and you can just see the systems are cut out from within it. I mean, it's still tanking. It's still tanking, and I think it's that advanced armor that's soaking the damage.
I think that's how Galactus we were able to survive that initial missile hit so well, is that the armor absorbed most of the damage.
We have an overheat on that one. I think it's going to be a slow crawl to the finish. But we now have, I think the one Menth drone that was overheating has actually had enough time overheating to have completely blown up and disappeared. But now we're down to 2 overheating Xanths.
So next round is the final, right?
Nope.
No, we got another one?
Yeah, we have a few. It's double elimination, man.
I have to disappear for about 10 minutes. There's something I do have to attend to briefly.
Sure. We'll just cut the stream and pause the recording, and
we can always take a break, a little stretch break. I will have my usual lunchtime, halftime intermission, but that's in about an hour. But I have a feeling we may still be working our way through the double elimination bracket.
The sad thing, though, is that much of the Arintone's drones lost their guns already.
They did. That is definitely the weakness in their design, is the way the weapons placement in exposed systems. I mean, I still feel like it's going to be them in a slow crawl to the finish, but the issue is both sides are so effectively immobilizing each other and taking out the systems on each other that I'm just not sure. It does seem like most of the Menth drones have lost their weapon systems. I think I see a cluster over here flying together that still appears to have their cannons.
And this one is still firing. And what? Over there.
So from the looks of things, I think I really only see 2 Xanth drones that are still capable of engaging.
I still see some of those red missiles flying around, but
they don't seem to be. Ooh, well, they don't seem to be aimed at anything. If they're dumbfire?
Well, could be, because when their secondary system got shot out.
That would explain. They seem to have a strong rate of fire as well. I just saw a white missile, so one of them's lost its color as well. What a slow crawl to the finish this match is, man.
It's pretty savage.
Yeah.
But the damage numbers, I mean, this can take ages. Like doing 5 damage a hit.
I see one Menth drone that has somehow become unfactioned. Lose its faction module. It must have. If it had one, I don't know. They must have. This match is definitely taking a long time slices. Absolutely. I think, as we've determined, the secondary systems were lost in some of the remaining Xanth drones, and it turned their primary weapon into dumbfire. There's no targeting, it's just,
Could you imagine the that halberd missile system I showed you versus the drone rack?
oh my. It was just decimated.
It'd be hilarious to watch.
One of our Intone's drones has lost its turret, but is still firing. Like, no clue with one.
Yeah, most of them are disabled. Most of the craft that appear to be left for both sides are completely disabled and just a floating debris field, even though they're not overheating. Which is what's causing the match to take so long.
I'm about a second here away from giving it to the Manth, just because there is just no. Well, this one's still firing back.
The weapon systems on the Manth are just, again, as we've established, somewhat inadequate, and so they're taking forever to hammer through the armor of the remaining Xanth fighters.
But the shields, though. The armor is good, but combine it with shields and you've got a real winner.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the remaining Manth ones still have their shields. It's a tough match to call, just because of the way they were so effective at disabling each other. I mean, I'm looking at this remaining Xanth drone right now that's taking fire from at least 2 Manths that are still operational, and it's dropping. You know, it's dropping. I'm not sure it's still firing at all. Yeah, it's not firing at all. And it's just taking forever to soak the damage. Maybe a % of armor damage every 2 or 3 seconds. It's about to completely lose its armor, though, which will just mean it'll be losing structure. Oh no, it's still firing. And hitting.
But what it is hitting still has 100% shields, so it's like not doing any real damage.
Yeah, the ones that are actually hitting, they're doing nothing to the shields on the Manth drones. Actually, while the Manths are still taking them down, the remaining Xanth ships do not seem to be capable of breaching the shields on even the weakest ones.
No, not anymore. Because they got damaged so much, so even if they hit... Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to call it there. I think that
I am seeing this one Xanth, though, soaking substantial damage and still taking big chunks out. Its rate of fire is very slow, though. It's about to completely lose its armor. It's the one that's shooting white missiles.
Yeah, I've been watching them. The unfortunate thing is that when they do hit, because there's so many of the secondary systems lost, it doesn't really affect the shields.
Another one's about to hit. The target it's hitting has no shields. It gets about 2 or 3% of its shields back, and then completely loses it. I'm not sure I saw an armor or structural hit that time. Here comes another. The target only got 0.1% of its shields back that time, and actually lost structure and armor hit points. And this Xanth drone is still tanking. It's still tanking.
So yeah, another sand drone I'm watching right now has 52.8% structural integrity right now and gets bombarded from 3 sides. I mean, they don't do much damage, but basically they pick it apart piece by piece. So
yeah, no, it's definitely kind of attrition. Goddamn sector boundary bouncing me back in, dude. I do think that this guy will eliminate, but his shots are just firing so slow. He is hitting. I think it's probably dumbfire, but the target it's shooting at is still at this point. But I mean, it's tough. Let me look at the rest of the Xanth playing field here. We got one still flying out there. He still has 60% of his armor and 83% left. I mean, I'm still inclined to go towards the Manth's winning. And the match has been so slow, you know, that I feel like we should call it, but at the same time I'm hesitant to, just because
Yep, totally agree.
yeah, it's...
Yeah, they're still doing something.
It's just so slow.
There's another Xanth overheating down there.
Epic space battles, man. Epic space battles.
I really didn't expect this match to last that long. Really, but hey, they are so tanky.
I kind of expected the Xanths to just destroy the Manth fighters because of the front positioned cannons and stuff. And again, they were... Both sides were very effectively at disabling the majority of the other's fleet, but
yeah, as I said, I mean, I'm constantly like checking out who's firing on whom, and then I see one of the Xanth ships, you know, fire a missile at one of the Arintone's ships, and yeah, hitting. Their shields get a bit down, but until the next missile comes, they have recharged again. So they kind of don't seem to be able to breach them anymore. And those are still two of his fully functional fighters, so those pairing up on a single Xanth drone, it is still at 80% structural integrity, but it's just, you know, a matter of time until they basically get it down somewhere.
yep. It looks like we do have a newly overheating Manthanonian fighter as well.
Indeed. God, this is like watching paint dry.
It is. At least there's a lot to watch. I mean, that is... It's kind of tough being cameraman in this competition, because there's just stuff going on all around you. It's not like there's one battle group you can track, you know?
I like the style, though, for it makes really good, you know, pictures and all.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm sure when you edit it down to a highlight reel, it'll be quite enjoyable. Oh, absolutely. You're going to be busy for weeks, my friend, but it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. Nightrune says, "Goddamn this match." Also, random note, we really need a beige block. Probably true, my friend, but I mean, personally, I would prefer new shapes over new colors.
Slab wedges.
Yeah, no, I would prefer something like slab wedges over new colors. In fact, I would even, I mean, crucify me if you like, but I would say get rid of pink, get rid of you know, I would sacrifice existing colors to see new shapes.
But how will you finish the pony if they get rid of pink?
You keep saying
I just wouldn't
that
have
it's
to.
pink, but it's magenta.
Magenta, whatever. I would sacrifice that magenta for
I'm
new
so salty
shapes.
that I'm starting to season the things around me.
It's impressive.
You are not going to abandon the pony.
Shots fired. Inverted corners. Inverted corners is one of the most requested shapes. Sven says Nyan Cat would suffer if the pink was lost. Every pink is being rallied for in chat now. Hey, I was just stating the opinion that shapes and function are more important to me personally than color. Though I do love my dark gray. That was a great addition, and I'm not hating on the pink or the teal. I definitely like both of them and use them a little bit. But I mean, if it's really an issue of the total number of implemented blocks in regard to bringing like slab wedges or something into the game, you know. Hell, maybe you can't have slabs or slab wedges in regard to advanced armor. It's just too strong. You can't cut it in half. There you go. How many block IDs did that just free up? third of the total required blocks is what that would free up. Yeah, no, dark gray was awesome.
Is that one beam ship trying to fire at missiles? Like one of Arentone's drones with a beam weapon? Is that trying to fire at missiles?
There you go. I see now. I could totally deal with that, Battle. You can have advanced armor, but if you try and cut the block into a wedge or any other shape, or a hepta or a slab, it actually reduces it to standard because it undermines the integrity of the material. And unfortunately, I don't think they could take existing shapes out because it would break builds, right? But if it's an issue of block IDs or implementation of the total number of new blocks in regard to slabs, are there adjustments that could be made in, you know, to reduce the amount that would be required? And that's an interesting point in regard to advanced armor. I'm amazed at how well these things are soaking damage from each other. I like the plants, bro. Don't hate on the plants. I mean, I still think it's Manth. It's just mind-blowing that some of these are still shooting at each other. Are there any... I haven't seen any Manth fire in a minute. Maybe I do.
They're firing. I see them firing all the time.
I mean, if we reach a point where one side no longer has weapons, it's called, and we don't have to sit here for an hour and watch the other side painfully pick away at it, you know what I mean?
Sure.
I do still see some fire coming off a couple of these Manths.
Yep.
We obviously still have... What is that? Beam? How did somebody get a beam?
Eventually secondary computer and the primary got picked out, and the AI decided, oh, I'll take that weapon.
That's hilarious, man.
Another reading.
I know. And I do still see a Manth with weapon, full armor, full structure, regenning shields, albeit slowly, but regenning some shields.
I have a man's here, everything full, and the weapon also still in effect.
Yep, and no damage on it.
Nothing.
It's regenning its shields. Now granted, I just saw the one that... Oh, golly. Okay, the one I was following that was regenning its shields and had full everything, it just lost its weapon. A missile just came in and its weapon was gone. One hit. Weapon's gone. Thing still has shields. It just hit in the right place. Like, because the weapon's a docked entity. It doesn't get 100% shield sharing, correct?
50%. Just 50%.
Yep, so that's what did it. That's what did it, is it was the one missile that hit the weapon, and it was enough to overwhelm its shields and send it off flying and overheating. And that was that. So that's another Manth with disabled weaponry. The majority of the Manths I'm seeing flying by are decimated to having no weaponry left.
Or the weaponry not firing anymore.
I mean, the design of that Manth drone is cool, but it's obviously not only was the weapon a little weak, the way it was docked and placed up front with the full rotation as a turret was not a solid strategic decision.
Nope.
Okay, let me see. Is there no... Nope, there is still Manth fire coming from somewhere. I did just see a few little cannon blips on my screen. I don't know where they've gone to. That guy has no weapon left. Okay, I still see some fire over here. I think somebody in this group still has cannons.
I'm really sorry for this match. I really didn't think it would be so...
This painful.
I mean, it is painful, right? I mean, come on.
We've lost about 10 viewers.
That'll happen. Hey, I'm just happy to live stream the event with you guys, man. And just share it with everybody. And I know it'll make for good video once Drek, slaves over editing it up.
Jeez, I mean, how long is this match going now?
God, I don't know. It's been over 20 minutes. Over 20 minutes this match has lasted. Which is amazing.
Is there any...
The problem is I still don't know...
Is there any man's throne with still, like, any of Arintones with still the gun?
The Manth fighters, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, you find any with still the guns?
That's what I've been trying to keep track of, because I feel like... While I thought they might take it over the course of this painfully slow battle, that I've been seeing their weapon systems get shot out, and one by one. I am tracking one right now that still appears to have its cannons, though.
Yep, me too. Let's wait for him to lose it.
I hate to, but yes, I'm not sure that we have a choice. The biggest issue is... There's enough Xanth fighters left out there that while they're not doing shit, they're soaking the damage. So this guy is just shooting at nothing. And likewise, he's got enough disabled fellow pirates that have no weapon systems left and are just floating around. Also doing nothing.
But
what's up, Chiru? Welcome to the show. Yeah, we will have to put a time limit on rounds. Though I'm not sure how we called this round. Do we call it a draw? Do we...
Actually, we can't. I already thought about that as well, but we can't call it a draw, for we need a winner and a loser to determine how to continue in the bracket.
So how many drones did each side start with? Maybe we set it as peaceful and then see who still has enough systems to shoot. And compare based on... I'm sorry to hear you just doing alright, Jeru. Hopefully we bring your day up a bit, brother.
How many? I think Arrington started with... How much were they? Like 15 or something, or 16?
I feel like the team best suited to continue the fight may actually be the Xanth, even though... Because they're just taking more damage, and while they have no accuracy left and appear to be reduced to dumbfire missiles... They would...
Not all.
There's another man being annihilated over there by the white missiles.
See, I feel like I'm seeing more missile fire at this point in the match than I'm seeing cannon fire. Because the Manth fleet has just been so destroyed.
By the way, you closed bets like 35 minutes ago, so the match is at least 30 minutes long.
Jeez.
Oh god.
Oh, we just saw another Manth just get annihilated. I mean, I think the Manthanonians, however it's supposed to be pronounced, I do believe that they have lost.
I stuck to the player name, Arintone.
Arintone. I didn't know. I didn't catch it ever. I heard you say it a few times, but it was just as difficult to figure out and pronounce as the fleet name.
The sad thing is, though, here is one of his ships still completely intact.
Right.
So,
but the question is can the Xanth fighters tank more damage, or the little bit of damage that his ships are still doing?
Oh, now he's gotten taken out. Wait, a few more shots. A few more shots.
One missile blast to that gun, and it's gone.
Right.
And his fighter is in a drone fight or a live streamed competition, Jiru, it's definitely long. And if it was an actual like ongoing faction PvP space battle, it probably, I mean, I could see it, something like this is going to last. I mean, if you were actually piloting one of those things and gunning, and you'd be sweating your ass off at a time like this. Tired as hell from it. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at seeing some of those battles last a while. But yes, in this situation, this is exceptionally long. A lot of the matches today have been decided very quickly, and this has just been painful. Schnellbeer says we should disqualify both for being shit. Thank you, Schnellbeer. I think the only Manthanonian fire I see is that busted ass damage beam. It's happening very rarely at this point. Yep. given that that was a secondary system in the first place that has become a primary weapon, I doubt that it is.
And now I see one of the last of the Mantanonian ships getting taken out from multiple sides.
Yeah.
And one of Xan's ships actually has turned into a beam ship.
Oh, is that what's happening there? It's the Xanth that's turned into the beam ship.
Right.
Hilarious.
And he does damage on one of the remaining ships of Arentone.
I'll tell you what, it's...
Is there any remaining man fighter that can still shoot? Because I have not seen any man fire.
Sadly, yes. I mean, they get shot at, but he still has its cannon, and it still is firing, and it still does stuff, so...
My God, man.
I know, right?
I just feel like I'm seeing so much more fire from the remaining Xanth ships. Now, am I seeing missiles not doing any damage to the remaining structure of this? Let's stop getting hit. How did it stop getting hit?
Alright, I'm gonna have to take my leave for a little bit here.
No
But
worries.
I will be back
Sure, man.
hopefully reasonably soon.
Yes,
Maybe
sir.
we'll be finished by then.
Yeah, I'll prepare your...
Okay,
obituaries.
now this gun
Thank you.
has been taken out. So, I think it's fair to say
That
that...
Xanth has actually won.
Yeah, Xanth has actually won this match.
In a painfully slow...
A painfully slow match, indeed. I mean, there is still coming fire off some of the Arentone ships, but as I said, this is more like the single block they have installed. Your judgment on this match?
While Galacticus has 2 wins, while the Pyramid ships do already have 2 wins under their belts, the Protoss performed so well in their first round in the tournament that I do think I have to go with Protoss this round. As well, the only bet from the audience on Twitch is on Protoss so far.
Okay. So, the bets are open again?
Yes, sir. Bets are open again.
Then you should, dear viewers, do the bets, because we are starting this match soon. Dal, what is your estimation of the outcome?
It's difficult because, believe it or not, the Protoss ships are each different. There's some 17k shield ones, there's some 8.9k shield ones. I'd say if their missiles are as powerful as they've proven to be, I'm going to give it to the Protoss, but all of the Galactica ships have that 15,000 shields, and that is just going to be really hard to combat for some of the weaker Protoss ships. I'm gonna have to give it to the Protoss though, because those missiles were just indomitable, honestly. And we got one of them who's decided to let loose the drone of war beforehand.
Yeah, but I'm trying to wrangle it back over there, man. It's the sector borders are definitely something. I hit it back, but I'm afraid it's...
I think it may have been
hopefully
hit
it'll
back a
slow
little bit fast.
I don't know how. I don't know how I got that much speed on it after how slow all the other bump. It looks like it'll slow down enough. We should be okay, I hope.
Okay, so I don't know, but the point is Galactus has more ships, right? No.
Do they?
No, they both have 12, right?
Ooh.
So this is the first match with an equal number of drones on both sides as well. yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I also go with Protoss. So, hey, close the bets, and we are starting this match ASAP.
The audience is going with Protoss as well, apparently. We have 3 bets on Protoss, none on Galacticus. You've been...
We're calling it 10 seconds.
Sounds good to me. I think we're ready to go. And to Galacticus, if you're there in the audience or when you see the recording, you've done very well so far, but We all just think the
And ready
Protoss
to
are going
engage.
to be engage.
Bets closed.
There's a floating camera.
Yeah,
In the
please
window.
cloak and jam.
I still see him.
This camera.
What was the invisible
Probably
command
my
again?
old one. I don't know.
What was the what? Invisibility underscore mode space player name space true. Oh, thank you, Sven. Thank you, Sven and Chanel. It has begun.
Oh man. Oh man.
It's a much more beautiful start than we've seen yet. Just missiles flying everywhere. Good spread. Oh, I see parts flying off of a Protoss ship up there. Are those Galacticus pyramids gonna upset again? That Protoss almost looks disabled. That is a disabled Protoss. But it's still able to fire. I think its missiles are just... Oh no, there is a ship out there. You know, it may be that with the motherboard and the light armor that Galacticus used in that design, that he was just able to pack much better systems in.
Ah, the Protoss. Some ships are not even damaged and others are recharging already again.
I do see Protoss with overheats and Galacticus with none.
Yeah, that's true.
We
too late to
may all
change
be
my
proven
bet.
wrong. Yeah, right. We may all be proven wrong again here.
That
Oh, this is
15,000 shields, man. That's what's gonna do it. The systems made all the difference.
Wow, man.
You know, the other
Wow.
thing is that the missiles, I think, are traveling a lot faster and are less susceptible to interception or interference. Oh, God.
Dude, Galacticus... those pyramid drones just dominate.
Yeah, I think the simple, bulky design, unfortunately, is the way to go.
Oh. Boom! I just watched 2 Protoss missiles hit. And if they hit, yeah. It hurts. It really hurts.
I have found one of the Protoss drones down here with 17,000 shields. It looks completely intact and unscathed. It is losing shields now to something.
A lot of those, a lot of the pyramid drones are at least suffering some damage.
I think they may have different systems as well, or one of them has had its primaries knocked out, because I'm seeing cannon hits.
I'm seeing
this
also a
Protoss ship.
pyramid down. And ooh, that one got hit again and again. Let's see.
Whoa, I'm seeing another one of the, actually maybe 2.
It's not even responding anymore. What's wrong with this thing?
Oh, we've got an overheating pyramid.
It's tough to call at this point. Very tough to call at this point. The Protoss ship I'm following is just slowly being torn in half. It's slowly being decimated, and it was one with the max shields. It looks like it's still pumping out some damage. I mean, it just almost one hit killed one of the Galacticus drones.
Speaking of Galacticus drones, I'm starting to see them go down. And honestly, I don't think they have the hanging power. I think they are winning by overwhelming force. Oh! Oof, pieces everywhere. This is tight. Very tight.
There's this one Galacticus cannon drone, though, that is just eating this Protoss alive. There we go. That the one I was following is now overheating. Where's that cannon drone? I'm gonna go follow it now.
Following the laser one on the Protoss is just eating the laser.
I was surprised because both the Galacticus and Protoss drones all looked identical, but I think the reality is they all have different they're outfitted differently.
Oh yeah, there's laser ones, there's missiles, different secondaries.
So
It looks like my nav is mostly tealish green at this point, but, you know, with overheats.
yeah, mine
Match
too.
is definitely reaching its end. It's hard to call, though.
We're gonna see who's standing. I guarantee they're gonna be able to shoot until the very end. Oof, big hit on the Protoss. Might just save this
I just saw
Galactus drone over here.
yeah.
Ooh, maybe not. Dang. This is a good fight.
It is a great fight. This cannon drone of Galacticus is just pounding away.
Another
its enemies.
overheating. Another overheating Galactus drone. I think we're 4-5 now? In favor of Galactus.
Yeah, I only see 3 Protoss left. One of them's nearing its end.
Oh no. The cannons are impacting the missiles. That's one thing Galactus did right, is he made his missiles fire perpendicular to the plane of operation. Protoss missiles fire straight forward and they are not making contact with the target.
Right.
They were destroying the laser drone, but this cannon drone is just tearing them apart.
Oh wow, that
Yeah,
Protoss
down here.
is getting eaten alive now.
That's
Making a break for it.
that's awesome. I think, just by the looks of it, I don't know. It's really difficult to tell.
I'm going with Galactus. Gotta be.
Yep, I think so at this point. How many are left? 2 Protoss left. Oh, there's still 3. 3 not overheated. But for how long?
It's about to be too. I'll say though that that was certainly the most even fight.
It seems like it, yeah.
And I'll say too that once again the ability to counter the missiles, I think, is going to make all the difference. And
Yeah.
the reason being that we've got some cannon versions here of these drone-based ships, and the fact that their missiles are avoiding the potential countermeasures by firing out and arcing away from the ship before coming in on the target. I think that's what made the difference. I think Protoss
Yep.
might have actually won it if they had missiles shooting in different directions, or
Then straightforward, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've seen at least 3 of them fall prey to that, just in this match alone.
This battlefield, though, is just a massive debris field.
So, is this drone there still getting wrecked, or what? What's happening?
Two Protoss left.
Yep.
6 or 7 Galacticas still operational. Or at least still not overheated. Yeah, those cannon variants that Galacticus fielded are just... I barely even noticed them in the earlier fights, but they were everything in this fight.
So there's just one Protoss shift left now. And... no. There need to be 2, because they're firing the other direction. Or is that...
I'm watching.
Oh!
There's two.
Oh! You know what you said before? That's firing out at an arc? Like, basically helps them? Well, if the lock-on computer gets destroyed, that firing out in an arc makes the missiles go something totally different, but not where wanted.
This prototype ships being made into Swiss cheese, man.
One of these Protoss ships over here is not being shot at, but is completely disabled. While they're still alive.
Whoa. But the Galacticus pyramids, like, literally came up to the front of the Protoss ship. It got blown away, but, oh, somebody's camera just came out of cloak on top of it.
Oh.
Back at the tube.
Yeah, I think we can call it here.
Peaky and who now? Oh, Xanth. Okay.
Sands against Peaky.
Peaky.
Yeah, Peaky.
Yeah, Peaky. Alright, fire him up.
Fire in the hole.
We see some debris flying off a couple guys here. Two of the Peaky ships appear to be caught on each other and just spinning in circles. Completely ineffective. This is why a good launch mechanism for future competitors next season is so key. And while Galacticus had the most simple launch mechanism, it really showed, you know, he got the necessary spread. These two are still just spinning. Just taking damage.
You did start their ship here, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I see both sides attacking.
Because I have a Peaky ship here doing nothing.
Hey, Stewie, welcome to the show, dude.
First overheat looks to be on a Peaky.
Yep.
I think Xanth, I think Peaky may have just been all looks, man. I hate to say it, but I have not seen them perform well yet.
Yeah, I'm looking at one Xanth, one Peaky ship go head to head. The Peaky ship took a lot more damage and now it flew away.
Run!
I don't know what's wrong with them. Well, their sand ships overheating, so...
Yeah, I can't really call where it's going.
Nope, not yet. Not
I
yet.
might have been wrong about Peaky, though. But it's hard to say, man. I think a couple of them got immobilized very quickly. Their AI is definitely on. I mean, it's not... Oh, that one went overheat as soon as we got to it. This one's immobilized and just taking damage, man. Xanth might have more overheats than Peaky right now. I mean, but I feel like the Peaky ships just aren't doing a lot. Xanth's reliance on the heavy armor and no shields. I just don't know if it was the right move.
No, because as soon as the Peaky ships are able to recover, they do. And
I think they just, a lot of them have really, the weapon cooldowns on this one are pretty long.
45 seconds for the missile ships, that's true. But if they fire and if they hit, then stuff gets dirty.
That Xanth just lost the rest of its armor, % or 2 of its structure.
Here's a Xanth drone not doing anything either. Getting taken apart. Probably lost the computer or something. But it takes really long to take him out because of all the advanced armor.
Yep, no, they can definitely tank, as we saw in the that stalemate of a match that they had against the Manthanonians.
So sometimes even plug placement in ships really factors in. So depending, for example, where you put the AI, or depending, for example, where you put the computers for your guns, that, you know, if they get taken out by just a single hit, that often is crucial. So
when I checked a minute ago, there were 6 Peakies left and 5 Xanths, so I mean, this really is a tight match.
Well, and here is a Peaky again at full shields, just a little armor damage, ripping a Xanth apart, slowly but surely. And there comes the missiles. Now it's down to 51%, and it'll die any second. Another missile hit, boom, overheating. So,
Yep.
one Xanth shift left. Less. Are they?
So another one go.
There are a few left here, right?
Xanth's down to 2.
Xanth
Xanth is down to 2 ships left.
Yeah.
Starting to look like you all should have voted with our assessment this round and gone with the Peaky fleet. But I was really on the fence for a minute there in regard to where it was going to go when the round first started, because I mean, that advanced armor in the Xanth ships is just so tanky that when it started, we saw the Peaky ships take the big hits first, you know, because the Xanth industry ships were able to tank some damage. But it looks like over the course of the match,
Boom.
maybe one Xanth left, and it may be about to get dropped.
Yeah, it's 3
That's the
missiles
last Xanth.
incoming on that one ship, and now it's down.
It's gone. That's the match.
Peaky
It's
takes
Peaky.
Peaky
Peaky
wins
takes
this
the round.
round. Awesome.
Congratulations to the one person that bet on Peaky on Twitch.
So, we are continuing on the losers bracket, setting Peaky against our Protoss friends.
And there you go. You guys have now all seen a couple matches with both Protoss and Peaky. So I imagine most viewers will be able to place a bet before we even give commentary. I can already tell you, though, I'm going Protoss. I might have messed up going for Protoss against Xanth, but I feel confident they're going to take it. We will see, though. We have definitely been wrong before.
Actually, this time Peaky has my votes. I don't know why, but I feel like eventually he'll do it again, you know?
Yep, my money's definitely on Protoss this time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and close the bets. Closing the bets. It looks like all our cameras are ready, so I would say we're ready to go.
Whoa, first Protoss has lost all its shields already. This is going to be really intense.
It already is pretty intense.
It is really intense.
Yeah.
These are very evenly matched. At least from the looks of it off the bat here.
Were there two peaky ships dancing again? They're dancing. I didn't see him. I didn't see him.
Not this time. One peaky is borderline overheating. Couple more shots, it's already in structure.
Uh-oh. I took a hit.
Half
Oh
structure.
yeah, overheating. That
Gone.
is a peaky ship or
Yep, peaky.
yeah.
Those Protoss missiles hurt, dude. They do some serious damage when they hit.
Yep, absolutely. They really do.
It was on Phaser's camera. Apparently, two of the peaky ships were spinning and dancing in the beginning. It was Phaser's camera caught it. Again, deployment and good spread, I think, is definitely a big
It's
factor.
crucial. It's crucial in battle.
And when we see a future season of Drone Wars, I think that anyone that paid attention to this season will definitely, you know, deployment's going to be a bigger factor, I think, than it was for a lot of these contestants. And what's funny is Peaky had the simplest deployment method. Well, he had the fanciest rack, and yet because of the shape of his drones and the way they deploy, not Peaky, I'm sorry, Galacticas. I think it is was the most effective.
Yep. Just because he like spread them out by having them attached to, you know.
Got another peaky 68% structure.
Yeah.
65. Oof, just getting decimated.
Boom, another missile hit. There it goes.
It looks like the Protoss haven't lost a single ship, whereas Peaky's lost 3 or 4.
Yeah, it's looking bad for my bet again. Yeah, another peaky ship gone. Over there we have a couple fighting.
So shields, side firing missiles, deployment spread, AMS. That's what we've learned.
Absolutely, absolutely. And next season, I can just tell by now already, we are increasing the maximum allowed mass, and we are removing the restrictions for drone mass, but no more than 3 different kind of drones. So this will be the only regulation next season. So, how's everybody doing?
There goes another Peaky.
Yep.
I think we're all just intensely
Watching the
this.
match, yeah.
And there it goes.
Boom.
It's 2 peaky
I
left.
still see 2 pirates left. Yep.
Well-
2 Peaky pirates.
Yeah, no, yeah, 2. But, I mean, some of the drones also got some really structural damage there.
But not a single Protoss has been overheated. I don't think there's any way that it's possible for Peaky to turn this around.
No, I agree. Well, one's going to overheat eventually now. Boom. Not yet.
Those last 2 are still left here.
There are coming the missiles. Oh, it's still good. Armor and shields and everything.
The one I'm on is down to 66% structure, and that's it. It's about
I'm
to
on it
overheat.
too.
Same. Not anymore.
There it is. It's
There it is.
gone. All right, there's one left. It's down to 13.7% shields, 57% structure. It's not going to last long. I mean, it's already decided. We just might as well do it the justice of letting it. Those last few missiles hit. Boom.
It's a final match. That's a rematch then between Protoss and
Galacticus. Which was... That was the best match yet, wasn't it? The Protoss Galacticus? Oh,
I'd say so.
And that's it. That's it. It's
Decimated.
over.
That's it.
I'm gonna have to go with Galactus this time. I think I have a choice.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome if Protoss pulled an upset in the final, especially given that it's a rematch and Galacticus has already won it once.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I'm definitely going with Galacticus. I'm moving my camera over there now. It almost seems like I took some damage last round too. I know I got hit at one point by something. I can't see anyway. I'm invisible. That's fine. We're still cloaked. We're not losing any power.
Okay, we are all set up. Is
All set up, gentlemen. Cloak.
that right? We are all set up. Good. Then I guess we are all betting on Galactus this time?
It sounds like it. I think the audience would be wise to do the same. So far, 3 Twitch audience members have voted for Galacticus. While Sergeant Whiskey's Protoss fleet has been effective, Galacticus has just been so effective that it makes it a tough call.
Who would have thought, right? Who would have thought? Okay, fire him up.
Cozy bets that.
There we go. Oh, the start though. That's so pretty.
Oh, the first Galactus drone really already took real damage here.
They can definitely tank some damage, those Galacticus drones, though. I was amazed with some of the hits I was seeing them tank in their first couple fights today.
It's a real spread right now. Everybody's all over the place. There's very little concentration.
First Galactus drone down to 56%. And incoming missiles.
Protoss shields are gone. Armor at 64%, 97% structure.
Boom! There we go. First is overheating.
Yep, my Galacticus just got dropped.
I see 2 more overheats.
Oh, wow.
Another Galactus.
Are the Protoss upsetting?
Ah, the
Galactus.
Protoss
What's
beating
happening?
them now.
What's happening?
What the hell? What an outcome, man.
You know, it could have been as simple as just the missile ones getting taken out first.
Yeah, sure. Sometimes it.
It's hard to know.
Sometimes it.
That's another Galactus
Another overheating Galacticus. Oh my god.
Now the Protoss are wrecking them.
The Protoss are destroying them.
You know what would be really interesting?
4 more Galactus left and just an unbelievable number of Protoss.
You know what would be really interesting? Having the numbers of who was pirate in which match and who was trading guild. Not that the game actually does stuff.
Well, pirates and trading guilds, their statistical, their accuracy statistics are based off the same input, which
Right.
is AI difficulty.
Okay.
There's another Galacticus gone. Had the Protoss lost a single ship?
No.
No.
Wow, what an upset, dude.
Holy cow. Who would have thought that?
Apparently, Sergeant Whiskey's fleet was just not willing to accept how bad or how close the last match was, so they've just come in and decimated.
Absolutely.
It's not over yet, though. There's still a lot of missiles flying, and those do some serious damage.
Yeah, but there are also a lot of missiles flying to the.
We do have an overheating Protoss.
Yeah, sure. Okay, cool.
It's not it's at least not a complete shutout.
I just watching one Galactus drone and I just see those teal missiles coming in, and every time they hit, it's like lots, like bursts of, scrap. And another.
You can see it's lost its computer too.
Yeah.
Another Protoss taking significant damage.
Yeah. It's interesting. It's really interesting.
But, well, there's still 4 or 5 Galactus left.
I mean, what made the difference last time was 1 or 2 final Galacticus drones with cannons shooting down all the missiles coming at them. And I mean, it might, in spite of it looking so heavily lean towards the Protoss this time, that might do it in the end. We just have to see.
Looks like one of the Protoss has lost its lock-on. So, firing missiles in directions where nobody is anymore.
That sucks.
The few Protoss that are cannon-based ships seem to be doing a lot of missing as well, because the Galactus drones are just so fast. Oh, we've got one, and there's another Galactus drone down.
So 4 Galactus drones. A lot of Protoss left.
It's still really hard to say.
Yep, definitely. 2 of the cannon ships are dueling it out over here.
Yeah,
I feel like I see
yeah.
Galacticus drone taking more damage.
But
But damn those sector benches.
Got another Protoss about ready to
Yeah.
It's about losing all of its armor. Ooh, but missiles are heading in on its opponent here. Ooh. Oof, oof.
ouch.
Significant damage to that Galactus drone. That's all the shields down on that one. It's coming down to half
Watching
armor.
one of the cannon, like one cannon Galactus drone and one cannon Sergeant Whiskey Protoss drone are fighting over here, and it is, it's tight, man. It's tight. The biggest issue is the accuracy on those cannons. Protoss
Yeah,
just took
volume
some
of
big
fire.
hits. Yeah.
Also, another thing with the Protoss missiles is, I mean, they have lock-on effect, but no modules put into it.
Range.
So
The range is low.
it's not the range. They are just not that much faster than the thing they are going to try to hit. And
Well, that's what I mean. The Galactus drone just outran 2 or 3 of the missiles.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I definitely saw some missile dodging from the Galacticus fleet this run.
But there's no avoiding those sniper missiles.
Well, if you have, 100%, there is nothing that can escape those missiles. But he didn't put into the slave systems, so yeah, the missiles are not hitting because they can't reach the target. Well, they would do great damage if they would, but they don't.
There's another one getting just outrunning everything.
Boom.
And it's managed to turn around and fire back.
Boom.
Oh, that Protoss drone is going down. There's no way it's gonna make it out. That's 70% structure.
Bam! Yeah, now the Protoss are mashing down this one. And there comes another volley, and let's see how it hits. Let's see how it hits. Please, please hit. Bam! Overheating.
And these two that have been isolated in their cannon battle over here are kind of cracking me up.
One of those is about to take another hit.
Uh-oh! Missiles just came in out of nowhere and hit the Galacticus drone that was in that that cannon battle with the Protoss, man.
He's now at, what, 76% armor. Oh my god.
Oh man, the cannon one's about to go down. He's getting hit by missiles from somewhere else, and he's just stuck dueling this other cannon drone. He's gonna be screwed.
Oh, another missile coming in, and...
Yep. He's done. Yeah. Oh, no, 0.2% structure of that. 0.2% structure of that.
One hit. Hey, come on, one hit. You just need one hit. Another missile, and
That'll do it.
Bam!
Overheating.
One life left to live.
Is there one Galacticus
No, two.
left
There are
out there?
two left.
Two?
You've got a laser and half of a cannon.
But now are coming the missiles.
Oh no.
Now are coming the missiles.
What an upset, dude.
I can't believe it.
What an outcome!
Right, the beam's about to get wrecked. The beam down there's about to get wrecked.
The missiles are coming.
Oh, trying to dodge. He's trying to dodge.
Oh, and he's a missile drone. Look, he's got missiles away.
It's just some strong
Protoss
missiles.
may go down, 63% structure.
Just depends on if he can keep dodging those incoming. Does he get? Nope, he's hit. I didn't see a hit. I saw that it looked like they got shot down. Here comes another volley.
Closing in on him.
And he dodges again. Oh man.
No way.
But yeah, those... Yeah, he gets constant. He gets... Bam!
Another volley incoming. Almost 4,000 meters away, I'm up here with another completely disabled Galactus drone.
Okay, this one is done.
Overheating, he's done. There's only one left out there. It has 100% shields but no armor and 66% structure.
And no
is
weapons.
What I'm seeing.
Well, we're gonna have to call it, but I want to watch it die.
You want to watch it die?
So, ladies and gentlemen, we can see what a comeback of Sergeant Whiskey's Protoss fleet. Like,
No shields and 50.
He was...
It's dead.
Oh, damn it. He was in the losers bracket already and now takes the entire tournament. Congratulations, man.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Congratulations.
5, 6, 7 remaining Protoss drones.
What an outcome. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. This was the Drone Wars competition. The game is Starmade, and we'll see you next season. We'll announce that in the Starmade Doc forums again. This was epic.
What an upset. What an upset. Welcome to the show, by the way, Dakota. Glad to hear you're happy.
Alright, put the build server up. I need to make some drones.
Alright. Everybody go build some drones. The mass limits are going to change a little bit next time battle. In fact, I have a feeling we learned a lot from the first season of the drone competition, so there will probably be a lot that changes for the next season of the drone competition.
Especially changes also how we manage everything, because now we did it once, now we know how to figure out everything, and next time will be much smoother, I promise.
And we'll make sure we'll try and get config information posted. Aside from massive, we'll try and get all the specifics out there for the people. Oh, what was the mass limit? What were the standards for this competition, Brett?
This competition was 1,000 mass, just the drones, not the rack, but 1,000 mass, divided by as many drones as you wish, but they had like the restriction of at least 25 mass up to 125 mass. So you have to build some, not just one big one. That's why we had these mass restrictions. Okay. Wow. Any more closing words? Wow.
Not that I can think of. That was, yeah, hot damn. I can't believe that I mean, we were all convinced that Galacticus had it. And then Protoss, from leading the loser brackets and already having lost to Galacticus once, comes back and takes it. I just, holy crap, man. That was awesome.
That was epic. Awesome. Dal, any closing words?
Damn.
Good one.
Just damn. What did we decide the updated mass was for next time?
I think we're gonna figure that out, like talking to Borst, like what the server can handle and such. Like we'll do all the details for the next season, kinda soonish, I guess, so people have enough time to build.